Hello everybody and welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons! Today it's Sunday! We got our Happy Home Academy rating, 26,399. Alright. Alright, not bad. Not great, but not bad. So today we're starting a little earlier than normal because well, I don't have as much time as normal. So, you know, that would be why. I wish I had, like, a lot of stuff I could talk about, but I really don't. I will say, I'm still not sure if I want to buy turnips. Good morning. Here's hoping it'll be a good day, Hula. Let's talk. I'm about midway through Flightless Fowl, Swimless Fish. It's such a great book. That's very fair. Because, like, the main thing is, like, I would have to... Yeah, I'm gonna wait. Tomatoes aren't gonna be ready until tomorrow, so I'll wait to harvest all my produce tomorrow. Like, I could buy turnips. And if we have a really good price, I might still buy some. But, like... I'd have to bring the Switch downstairs multiple times throughout the day. Because, like, I need to basically... How I'm doing this today is I basically just spent the last couple hours just sitting upstairs with Shadow. Not really doing anything, just kind of watching YouTube on my phone. And then, once I'm done this recording, I'm going to take the Switch upstairs and I'm going to play some games. Assuming I can think of anything to play on it. I have $35. I've yet to spend that $35. Really bad at spending money. Do I already have early bird enacted? Or do they just open at 8? I think they just open at 8. Or I might already have early bird enacted. I'm thinking of if I don't have early bird enacted, that I'm going to enact early bird. Just so that I can come into the shops early in the morning. So I get this dialogue out of the way. Plus, I think I've got a few things in here to sell. Yeah, I got an emperor butterfly, a moth, a citrus longhorn, and another moth. Well, not another moth. Another emperor butterfly, another stink bug, tiger beetle. I can brain. 10,100 bells. But, like... It's not that I couldn't do it, it would just be really annoying to do it, and I'd have to really watch the time. And you would think, like, oh, just bring it down around noon. Yeah, the problem with that, and the reason I'm trying to record early in the day, is a lot, like, where Shadow is outside a lot. There's a lot of people who end up walking by with their own dogs who basically have become Shadow's friends, and around noon is when a lot of them tend to come by. So, like, he'll be up in the window watching for them, and then whenever one's walking by, he'll start whooping and want to go out because he wants to go see his friends. Like, you know, you can't blame him. So, you know, I need to be able to take him out, which is one of the main problems with, like, my stream times. I don't... You guys will know, because you're watching this a day ahead. You know, you're in the future from me. I'm past Steven, you know. You don't know what it's like to be past Steven. It's very weird. So yeah, you guys will know what time I decide to stream at, but honestly, I'm not sure at the moment when I'll be streaming, if I will even be streaming. Like, today I was going to try to figure out an exact day, because, like, initially, my older sister did not have to work today. She had to work today. So, it didn't exactly give me time to, like, sit and figure out when I was going to be streaming. You might be like, well, why didn't you figure that out ahead of time? Because I'm a procrastinator. It's what I do. That's why. Which is very much... Oh, there goes my shovel. It's very much why I absolutely just despise sudden changes to, like, my plans. Like, if I have something planned, I need to do it when I have it planned, or else I get very cranky. Because it's like, well, I've literally, like, I'm a procrastinator. I probably haven't put a huge amount of thought into what I was doing until I had planned to do it. Which, as you might guess, gets kind of difficult when, like, you're doing, like, streams. Because you kind of want your stream titled in a way that, like, people can read the title and understand what you're going to be doing. Yeah, a lot of, like, when I'm not just doing Monster Hunter, like, I don't even generally know what I'm going to be streaming until I'm streaming it. Like, even, like, when I was doing Pokemon Legends Arceus, which I do still need to finish, and I will get it finished. Like, quite often, even though, like, I knew I'd probably be streaming it, I'd still be sitting here beforehand and be like, well, maybe I'll do Warships, or maybe I could do something else. I could do, like, some American Truck Sim. I really like that. I really need to get back to Final Fantasy XIV and finish up the free content there before they add more free content and make me hate existence. I hate existence. It's not even 14's fault. I kind of hate how you pluck flowers like that. It's not a good. It's not a good. I don't like it. No siree. Don't like it one bit. But like, that's just kind of how I am before I start streaming. I'm just like, well, I could do this, or that, or this, or that, or that, or this. There's one when I sat down here. Another sign, spring's arrived. That's fair. I mean, I don't know if I would say spring should be warm, though. Late spring, yeah, as it's getting close to summer, it should be kind of warm, but early spring, which is what this is, shouldn't be warm, especially this early in the morning. It should be pretty chilly still. Darling, have you been using reactions? By the look in your face, I'd say you're ready to learn a new one. Let's just say I happen to have one. Watch closely. It goes like this. Sighing like that is perfect when the weight of the world is simply too much to bear, darling. It's also useful when someone buys the last pair of designer shoes in your size from right out from under you. That is fair. And I don't know, learning the reaction of sighing seems pretty lucky. But yeah, like, I'm still debating if I want to try to keep my streams going at the same time I've usually been doing it, or if I want to try streaming later in the day. Because, like, the problem with that is that, like, the later in the day I stream, the closer to when I'll be going to bed I'll be streaming, which will give me less time when I'm done streaming to do other things, you know. So it's hard to decide. Someone out there somewhere, I set my mind to making the next big thing, DIY recipes, and lo and behold, I had this genius idea. Could have kept it to myself, but decided to share it anonymous-like. Try it out, you won't be sorry. Now get to work, gonzo. Golden decorative plate. Alright. I could probably make use of that. I have some ideas. Now, it's the Able Sisters that won't be open. Yeah, okay. What am I missing out on if I don't buy them? Maybe. 102 bells each. That's such a good price. I could buy 2,000 of them right now. I mean, okay, prices do tend to be good in groups of 4. Like, it'll be 2 good morning prices, 2 good afternoon prices. And, like, I don't need to record me selling my turnips. I could just manage them on my own time. Then I wouldn't need to worry about it. Gosh, it's so hard to decide. That's such a good price, though. The potential for good turnip price is decently high with that. It's so hard to decide. It's so hard to decide. Hey, cilantro. Got a tasty scent bring it here. Don't be shy. Fill up those nostrils. There's enough smells for everyone. What you making? Or this? Ain't nothing fancy. It's been a favorite of mine for ages. It's spaghetti marinara. Alright, so it's just like spaghetti with sauce. Well, it's spaghetti in marinara sauce, but that's just a type of sauce. So. That's just kind of how it goes. Bam. Oh, I'm yawning so much. Yep. Hey, Ed. Well, if it isn't Steven. It's glad to hear your voice. Perfect weather and a random meetup with my bestie. What could be better? A lot of things, Ed. A lot of things. Thank you, Cloud. They're not strife at all. It is a little annoying that my produce is most of my produce is ready, but not all of it. Because that would give me extra money for buying turnips with, but if I don't buy turnips... it's so hard to... Blathers, assess my fossils for me, please. The one thing I do kind of worry about when it comes to, and I just thought of this, that I do kind of worry about when it comes to replaying, like going back to Final Fantasy XIV, is one, gonna be honest, I don't remember what of the story, you know, what's going on really, but it's not really gonna matter. Like, I know saying that's probably gonna annoy some 14 fans, but I'm not. So far, I'm still in the expansion grouping of, well, it gets better next expansion. And then I'll get to the next expansion and then have people going, but it gets better in the next expansion. And then I'll probably get to that next expansion and have people going, but it gets better in the next one. So, you know, it's not good now, but it gets better. Like, I do want to get back to doing 14 at some point. Mostly because I did commit to, like, playing through all the free content. Which I shouldn't have done. I really shouldn't have been like, I'm going to play through all the free content. Because that, well, like, you know, at least all the main story of it. I'm not gonna, like, stop and grind all of the classes to max level that I can. Like, I'm not gonna do that. Like, there's a lot of grinding there, but... And, like, good amount of the time, I do like grinding in MMOs, but the MMO needs to be good. Like, if we're talking, like, Maple Story, yeah, I'd stop and grind forever in that, because, like, it's fun. Fun with some cute, charming story, and, like, also rather dark story, and, you know, a lot of fun different classes and characters to play as. Which, in a weird sort of way, is one of my issues with Final Fantasy XIV. Like, I both like and dislike that you can change your class on the fly. I like it because that does mean I don't need, like, a million different characters. I dislike it because it means that I don't need a million different characters, which means I need to try to squeeze everything I need onto one character. And the inventory size is minuscule. But I also don't think I would want to replay through A Realm Reborn again. Ever. And I think the developers know that people don't really want to play through A Realm Reborn ever again, given they literally sell the ability to skip to max level. They also just sell the ability to skip A Realm Reborn. So that's kind of funny. I think the funniest thing is seeing people be like, oh no, but Realm Reborn's fun to replay. It's like, how? It's so dull. 90% of it is padding. There's no real character going on in any of it. And, like, the majority of what story twists are there in A Realm Reborn are nothing burgers. Like, they don't matter. So it's like, how can you enjoy this? I don't get it. I don't think I want to get it. I would need like 20,000 more bells to buy 2,400 turnips. I think I'll buy 2,400. I'm gonna go for it. I shouldn't, but I'm gonna go for it. I enjoy turnips. It's how I be. ABD. Let's withdraw. You know what? Let's... Law of Force. But yeah, like... I don't get it, man. It doesn't make sense. I mean, nothing about that game makes sense. So, at least from what I've played, even down to how the classes freaking work. Oh, no, I wouldn't have needed 20,000 more. I'm dumb. Well, no, I would have. Yeah, I was right. There you go. Bunch of money. Actually, just getting out 20,000 wouldn't have been enough. I needed a little more than that. Okay, the Able Sisters are open now. So let's come and say hi to Sable. Sable, Mabel, and I mean, if Label was here, we'd say hi to her too. Pinky! Pinky got here before us. She's wearing kind of a bad shirt, but it's fine. Here to check out new clothes? You here to check out new clothes too, Steven? Nice. Oh, can I coordinate your outfit? No, let me coordinate you everything. Let me make you fabulous, bois. Chat with me. Ah, look at you. I'm so into your style. I could pop. We have to wear matching outfits sometime. That is fair. Okay, let's see. No black dress pants. I know they exist. At least I'm fairly positive they exist. Why is it every time they have dress pants? It's never what I need. No animal nose. You know, party cap. I can be a little party unicorn. With night vision goggles. Nah. I do have a white trench coat, but I prefer black trench coat. They just don't like having black clothes. I see how it is. Okay, I think, I have to buy them this way. You can't tell I'm wearing them anyway. I want to have these for, if Label asks for a goth outfit again. Okay, Sable! I'm starting to warm up finally. Each day is a bit nicer than the last, which makes it the perfect time to check out spring fashions. Thinking of you when I made them. Oh. But, yeah, like, it's very much a blessing and a curse that they allow you to change classes, because like, it also is a case of, like, playing through, especially as somebody who does not know what I may or may not need in the future. Like, it doesn't really work to be like, oh, well, just keep your good gear. It's like, yeah, but I don't know what gear would be worth keeping for training up another class, should I choose to do that. And, like, a lot of them, it's a case of, like, well, okay, it only really matters up to about level 50, because at level 50, you'll be getting, like, probably something, you know, like in the case of the Paladin, you get level 50 Paladin armor when you reach level 50. So, like, you don't need to worry about keeping level 50 gear, at least, because you're just gonna have it. But at the same time, I don't know if every class does that or not, because I haven't played the game before. Like, it just doesn't, you know, I can't make decisions based on how the game actually is, because I don't know how the game is when it comes to this stuff. And the inventory size is so limiting for no good reason. Like, if they had a legitimately good reason for your inventory to be absolutely tiny, I might accept it. But when the main reason just seems to be the developers are too lazy to give you a bigger inventory, that's, you know, or they want to give you other solutions. Like, you have your primary inventory, which fills up pretty quickly. You also have your Chocobo's inventory. Wow. So why don't you just give me another tab of regular inventory then? Rather than having it tied to a completely separate menu. Just give me a button to click to swap to a different tab of the inventory. Like, that feels like the best solution. At least it does to me. But I suppose, what do I know? I'm not, you know, I'm not working on one of the biggest MMOs out there that I don't really understand how it is. I know the last time I said that about any game, I really made somebody mad. This was in the game itself. But I was playing at World of Tanks. And had a incredibly frustrating thing happen. And basically just vented in the team chat. basically questioning how the game even exists. Got a tadpole. This is a tad small. Nah, it's perfectly sized. And, like, going from World of Warships to World of Tanks, gonna be real, a lot of my complaints are pretty valid, because World of Warships solves those problems. Like, World of Tanks. Let's say your track gets blown off. You can't move now. Well, not only does World of Warships fix this by giving most ships, well, most, like, commanders, well, of the three primary ones that it actually matters if your engine gets knocked out, cruisers and destroyers both get access to Last Stand, which allows them to keep functioning at a worse state while their engine or rudder is knocked out. They can still use those things, just not as effectively. It's great. Then also, you get, I just heard movement. I think Shadow's up there moving. He's not barking, so. You then also, even without that, you have an infinite use damage control party that repairs your modules and keeps them repaired for a set amount of time. Usually that's about 5 to 10 seconds. Basically just prevents your modules from breaking again in that time. It's pretty cool. World of Tanks. Oh, also, this module is free. Just want to add that one in. It's free. In World of Tanks, you have your repair kit. That costs money to use. 3,000 silver every time you use it. If you don't use it, it doesn't cost you anything. Now, 3,000 silver may not sound like a lot, but at least as a new player, my average profit off of a game where I have not used any of that equipment is 3 to 8,000 silver. Sometimes more, but this is without premium time. 3 to 8,000 silver per game. I'm not very good at the game yet. And the only way I'm going to get good at the game is by not dying. Not dying costs me 3,000 silver, and then I still need to hope I don't die. You might be seeing the problem. Because it costs so much, and I'm already not bringing in much silver, I'm kind of incentivized to not fix damaged modules. Which means when I was playing a casemate tank destroyer, which basically means it's a tank destroyer with the gun built into the hull instead of having a turret, so you have to turn the whole tank to turn the gun, I had my tracks knocked out. Also, I should note, this repair party in World of Tanks is instant, and instantly goes on cooldown. It does not keep your stuff working for a while. So, if your thing got broke by somebody and they are still shooting at you, they're just gonna break it again. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. They will just break it again. Which is exactly what happened to me. I was playing the casemate tank destroyer, and another tank destroyer with a roughly 3-second reload broke my track. I fixed my track, moved a tiny bit, and then it broke my track again. Now I'm on a 90-second cooldown before I can fix my track, and I have to be able to turn my vehicle to shoot things. I scored no damage. I should also note, this tank destroyer that was shooting at me also was not visible to anybody because he was double bushed. Basically meaning he was behind 2 bushes, so when he fired, he wasn't detected by things within view range, because that's just how the game works, annoyingly. Blah. Which is another case of World of Warships kind of fixed that Stealth firing like that doesn't work. I mean, you can still stealth fire in warships, but it's more reasonable. You have to be behind physical cover to stealth fire in warships. Also, you know, everything's a bit longer ranged in warships, and you can see all the tracers, so you can see exactly where that person's shooting at you from. Shells actually take time to travel for the most part, so that, you know, you have a much better idea where the person that just shot at you from. You can attempt to avoid their shells. Warships is just kind of the better game. I say still having World of Tanks installed because I like tanks. Honestly, if I had room on my Switch, I would probably just play World of Tanks Blitz, because from what I have seen of that game, it kind of just seems like the better game. In a lot of ways. The economy's a lot more nice, like, you get a lot more free stuff. Main issue I have with World of Tanks Blitz is just a lot of my French tanks that I like to play aren't in the game, or if they are, they're premiums, or they don't have the equipment that they should have. But yeah, like, I could quite honestly ramble and rant about just how kind of bad World of Tanks is for a while, and in this battle, I kind of did. Like, I basically just kind of called out what happened to me as being bullshit, and questioned how anybody can really play that game. You know, how the game is even still running, with just how bad that feels. God, I'm so jumpy on the thing. I may as well just, like, donate this tadpole. And someone literally messaged me after the battle and was like, look, you're new to the game, so, you know, here, I'll answer any questions you might have. And it's like, yeah, that's not gonna help. I know what happened. Which it took a while to get through to this person, that I know what happened to me. It's just what happened, I feel, is bullcrap. Tadpole. Ooh, this is undoubtedly a tadpole. Now, might I interest you in a few fascinating facts about your tadpole? Wonderful, I'd love nothing more. Undoubtedly, you know that tadpoles eventually turn into frogs. I must say, I find them impossibly adorable with their squiggly little tails. But even cuter, when they sprout legs. Why, we can witness accelerated evolution in these squirmy little ones. Ooh, it makes me so emotional. And there you have it. Fascinating stuff, no? Rest assured, all donations are displayed in a timely manner. And like, it's a case of, I wouldn't mind if, like, there was a co-op mode to World of Tanks, so that you had a place you could go and actually learn how to play the game. Like, my general advice to anybody who starts World of Warships is to stay inside your protected matchmaking bracket for as long as possible, and play co-op as well. Like, as long as you do those two things, you'll have plenty of time to learn the mechanics of the game, learn what generally ship classes can and can't do, and, you know, it's great. The only thing you can't play while staying in that protected matchmaking bracket is submarines. Don't know why you'd want to play submarines anyway. They're just kind of bad. A new player's not going to know that, though. A new player's also probably going to think they're bad because their submarine is bad. This is probably super expensive, isn't it? No! Ooh, I'm buying it. Flowers. But, like, World of Tanks, there is no co-op mode. There's nothing for you to, like, learn the game in. And anytime, like, I've seen it suggested that, like, maybe World of Tanks could add a co-op mode, there's so many players that are just like, why would you want that? It's like, to learn the game, maybe just to sit down and relax and have fun. Like, the most fun I've had playing World of Tanks is when the game decides to basically give me a co-op battle by putting me into a battle with just a bunch of bots. Like, that's when I've had the most fun. You know, I can lay down. I'm gonna lay down and relax in the sun. But yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling for now. I gotta get back up to Shadow, so I'm gonna end things off here. I thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you back here tomorrow for more Animal Crossing New Horizons. See you all then. And now in this end card, I'd like to ask if you liked the video, hey, could you maybe hit the like button? And if you're not subscribed, could you maybe subscribe? It'd help me out a lot. Thanks a bunch.